Hey, Michael McGinnis here. Getting a roll on the concept of enlightenment. What is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. All kidding aside, what do you need to get started? Well, there's a first and absolute prerequisite, and that's an open mind. Everybody, if you have a belief today and it's constrained and you're not going to budge from that, acknowledge that. That's okay. Stick with that belief. But for others, there's a quest to go beyond that. And it needs the ability to be able to let go of what you've prior learned and to be able to just acquaint yourself at first, just sort of gather information, awareness, and knowledge. And then as you begin to apply it into your life, that is very often where you begin to start growing in your awareness of enlightenment. So, how can you pursue this? Well, the first thing, as I mentioned, is traditional religion, right? You can go in there and have the study within religions. There's typically a set discipline, text on other things, and teachings that really help to guide you and learn about life and beyond. The second thing, as I mentioned, is philosophy. I strongly encourage you to look at the Stoics and the Stoicism that started way back just after 0 AD. And to read a text by, I would strongly recommend, is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I'm not pronouncing it right, but what a text. Here he was in 140 AD, right? You can even imagine that. That's right at the beginning of the century. And yet, in his book, in the translation of his text, is unbelievable. It's exploring deep, very philosophical topics. Well, at that time, philosophy was really in play. And it was meant in its purpose was to really challenge with the study of what really is life all about. The third part of it is spirituality. And that today is broken down into many different modalities, right? There's the metaphysics, there's yoga, there's meditations, there's gurus, there's a whole host of things, Buddhism, so on and so forth, that really can help you collectively gather different ideas. And in there, you might stick with one particular aspect of it. I always encourage people to look broader and beyond. And then there's the fourth element, which is science. Science today is the facts. It's really coming with things like quantum mechanics, quantum physics, neuroscience. It's unbelievable. And in my own viewpoint, it's the collection of all those things: religion, philosophy, spirituality, science, that you come to the awareness and conclusion is OMG. They're all really saying the same thing, except in different ways. And that's really when the light bulb went off for me, was to realize there really is something to this. Well, then you can go beyond. There's so many different studies on near-death experiencers and others that really can open up to some very different venues. I'll cover a lot of these individual pieces along the way as we study enlightenment. Hey, here's to your open mind, here's to your exploring, and here's to a wild and crazy journey called the Pursuit of Enlightenment.